On the CDA exam, you will be tested on your ability to use assessment data to inform your daily practices, specifically for individualizing instruction and making referrals. This falls squarely under CDA Competency Goal 5, to ensure a well-run, purposeful program responsive to participant needs. The exam doesn't just want a textbook definition. It wants to see that you can apply this knowledge in a practical scenario. For example, a test question might describe a 3-year-old, Maya, who consistently struggles with fine motor tasks like buttoning her coat, while her peers are mastering this skill. The question will ask for the most appropriate next step. The wrong answers would be to ignore it, assuming she'll catch up, or to immediately suggest an occupational therapy evaluation. The correct answer involves a systematic process. First, you increase your specific, objective observations of Maya's fine motor skills in various contexts and document these findings. This documentation is crucial for your portfolio and for demonstrating competency. Next, you use this data to individualize activities for her, perhaps by adding more engaging fine motor materials like lacing beads or Play-Doh to the art center. Then, you schedule a conference with her family to share your observations and collaborate on strategies to support her at home and school. A common exam trap is to jump straight to a referral without involving the family. Family partnership is a cornerstone of the CDA, and you must always engage them as partners in their child's development. Another major trap is attempting to diagnose the child. Your role is not to say, Maya has a fine motor delay. Your role is to observe, document, and then, if concerns persist despite your individualized support, to refer. Remember this phrase: observe, document, discuss, refer. This is the sequence the CDA exam expects you to follow. After documenting a consistent pattern of concern and discussing it with the family, the next step is a formal referral for a professional screening. You should know the key systems in place for this, such as Child Find, which is a legal requirement under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA. IDEA Part C covers infants and toddlers from birth to age 3, while Part B covers children ages 3 to 21. Your state may also have programs like Help Me Grow. The exam expects you to know these pathways, showing that you understand how to use assessment data to first individualize your teaching, and then to partner with families and specialists through a formal referral process, is critical to demonstrating your competence and passing the CDA exam. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.